everybody, I am Nightfire Ox. Welcome back. We've got Omniscient and Reader tonight, and I have a tiny bit of an update. No Kubera tonight. It's going to be regular Saturday like it always is. Originally, the reason we weren't going to do Kubera is because my son was having a camping trip over the weekend. However, his school function canceled it because of COVID. So back at regular times, I will be here. I will be here. 1 o'clock CDT for Kubera. If you like coming to watch my Kubera stuff. So let's see what else we got. We have a Nestle Reader tonight. Nothing tomorrow. Friday Eleceed. Saturday Kubera. Sunday Tower of God. A new chapter reaction. So be there or be square. Oh, I'm so lame. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get the music going. I'm ready. I'm ready to learn more. All renouncers who have read TWSA know the future. 3 ways to survive the apocalypse. Seonga only knows the earlier chapters of the novel, huh? G1 Min? Character profile. Name, Seongguk Lee. Age 25. Supporting constellation. Manager of the Old Ticker. Attribute, Hypnotist Rare. Personal skill, Hypnosis, level 3. Bluff, level 5. Weapons proficiency, level 3. Search attribute, level 2. Stigma, comfortable sleep, level 1. The scenario must have progressed past what Seongguk knows. When such a thing happens to a renouncer, do they end up turning into characters? If so, maybe someday I could. Character G1 Min is slightly attracted to you. What? That happened quick. Ugh. What? Attracted? She looks more upset, if anything. I can't see that well, though. Wait. How could I have forgotten? Junghyuk grabbed Yuan by the collar the first time they met. I think it was in his 11th regression. And throughout that regression, Ji-won was... No one's ever been that rough with me before. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can sense an unpleasant gaze. An enemy, perhaps? Look at her. Her little hair is making a heart. No way. I didn't do anything like that to her. Dokja. Yes, coming. I have a bad feeling about this. I hope I'm wrong. Nah, bruh. She's definitely into you. Omniscient Reader. It was probably the whole flashing your money around like it was nothing. Episode 59, Chapter 13, War of Kings. Guang Chua Moon, Chong Sin, Chungmaro. Okay, this is from the novel itself here. His heart began to race as he reached the entrance of the National Palace, Museum of Korea. Most of the relics here are worthless, but one of them is a real treasure. The 4-yin demon decapitator. Guang Hamun's most valuable grade items should be hidden here. I know, it was made up. But you've really done a number with the writing here. That wasn't a compliment. Wipe that grin off your face. If it's real, shouldn't we get it to it before the others? Not right now. There's no such thing as an grade item. But the 4-yin demon decapitator is still a great sword. Even Junghyuk made use of it during his 3rd regression. Who's ever seen the revelation that we spread will definitely try to get their hands on it. And meanwhile, we'll use that chance to grab all the other relics. They'll make their move sooner or later. We'll go when they do.
My goodness. I'm glad to see that you've all gathered in one place. And all good children deserve a prize.
Grr, grr, aw, damn. Crack, grr, roar. The main scenario has been updated. Main scenario number 4, the King's qualification has begun. Main scenario number 4, the King's Qualification. Category Main, difficulty A. Declared condition to occupy the ruler's throne. Excuse me. On the main street of Guanghua Moon. Time limit 8 hours. Reward 10,000 coins. Penalty for failure. Only those who have completed the hidden scenario, the King's Path, can take part in the scenario. The king who occupies the ruler's throne will be given absolute command over the other kings. Special additional clear conditions exist in this scenario. A new scenario? This isn't good. We still don't have enough stations occupied to clear capture the flag. You seem flustered.
Don't worry too much. You'll be able to take your time with this scenario. As you may have guessed already, the fourth scenario was put in place to elect the one true king who is worthy of that throne. Of course, not any king will be able to sit there. It is there exclusively for the one king who has proved him or herself worthy. I will now reveal the first qualification. Ding! King's Qualification. The one worthy of the throne shall be braver than the rest. The ruling throne does not want a weak king. You must have at least a black flag in order to sit on the throne. He's got a brown one right now, right? Additional qualifications will be revealed shortly. Damn it, this isn't good. Don't we need to occupy at least 20 stations in order to get the black flag? What do we do? We still need 10 more stations for that. There shouldn't be any vacant stations nearby. That's exactly why this condition was made. To my knowledge, there isn't anyone who has the black flag at this point. Did you forget? There's more than one way to change the color of the flag. Oh, we don't have any other choice but to take another group leader's flag. Charge! Roar! Ignore them and run towards the museum. Roar! It's begun. Let's head west. It's a frightening sight. Sometimes I wonder if we're still in Korea. It was Korea, and still is somewhat. Aren't you scared, sir? I am, but whether I'm a salaryman or a survivor in the world of TWSA, death will come for me sooner or later. What matters is how I choose to live my life. As long as I keep myself focused on that fact. Damn, that's strong. Run when I signal. For now I feel that I'm on the right path. Seoul Museum of History. What should we look for? Seoul Museum of History. We need to find something called a Gwangpyeonggu. It's a disc-shaped relic from the Joseon era, but I don't know which floor it's on. We should split up since we need to find it quickly. Gillian, you go with Sangha, Whoosh, and Seongguk. Get down! Everyone inside, now! Arrows imbued with mana? Whoever it is, they're quite skilled. Who could it be? Could someone have seen through my plan? Haha! You call yourself a king, Greenhorn? Give up your flag now if you value your life. Do so and I will spare your men. Whoosh, whoosh. Character profile, Wang Gen Chu, age 33. Supporting constellation, the last hero of the Hwang Song-bil. Personal attributes. Supporting actor, normal. Personal skills. Weapon proficiency level 4, acting level 1, find the weak level 1. Stigma. Bakshi swordsmanship level 4, fight to the death level 2, command detachment level 3. Overall stats, stigma level 19, strength level 19, agility level 21, mana level 15. Overall evaluation. A living testament to how even a below average person can become great when paired with a powerful constellation. His stigma can be deadly as he is highly in tune with his constellation. Damn it. I didn't expect to run into the last hero of Hwang Song-bil here. I can see why he's a supporting actor from that comically dramatic tone he's using. Why did General Guy Baek give his power to someone like him? He may be small fry, but he has a high stigma level. Whew. It's going to be hard to take him unless I increase my stats. But I can't waste my coins here because I need them for the last phase. Which,
Maybe I can spare 20,000 coins. Coins in possession, 68,150. Damn. To pick on the weak in the name of your kingdom. Have you no shame? Uh-oh. What's the goddamn queen doing here? Such vulgarity. Just as expected from a general of a ruined kingdom. King of Beauty Jiwan Min? Where the hell did she come from? It says king. Well, I guess technically right now they're all considered kings. Did she follow me here? No way. She couldn't possibly. Character G1 Min is slightly attracted to you. Yes. Oh no. Really? You were right about how I can't buy people with money. I'm here to repay you for my transgression earlier. That is all, so don't mind me. How could you involve yourself in such trivial matters, and you call yourself a queen? Enough! How dare you speak to our queen like that? A Huang? Interesting. I can't believe someone actually signed a deal with that lousy constellation. You want to be beheaded like your constellation? Shut up! I'm glad that she came to help, but this is the worst matchup ever. As some of you may know, Guan Chong was beheaded by Gai Baek in the Battle of Huang Sanbiao. He's Guan Chong, and he's Gai Baek. Among the High Constellation, there is a hierarchical system based on their actual past lives. A general of a kingdom cannot disobey their king, and rivals are given advantages and disadvantages based on their historical records. You should step down. You can't win. And such hierarchies are amplified the more the incarnations are in tune with their constellations. Dokja! We found it! Is that already? Guan Pyongyu? Great timing, Sangha! We might be able to win. What? Let's reenact the Battle of Huang Songbio. And as some of you may know, Scylla won the Battle of Huang Songbio. Character Wang Gengyu has activate the Stigma Command Detachment Level 3. Charge! Roar. Okay. This was a shorter chapter tonight. Give me a minute. I am going... Well, actually, no. I keep forgetting there's no actual Reddit for the webtoon here. So, let's just go into it. His face when the system tells him G1 is attracted to him. I know. Dr. here really be sweating more when confronted with a girl crushing on him than when fighting an actual fire dragon. Oof. Oh, I love these ones. The constellation Lazy Broke Weave is currently trying to find a history book. 5 coins have been sponsored. I love these. Most intense game of trip to Jerusalem ever. Dokja when YJH. I'm trying to think of who. Actually, when a girl has a crush on him. G1 Min is slightly attracted to you. Dokja? Nani? I know a lot of people say that Sangha will get better later on, and I agree with, but like, she's not useless right now either, right? Her skills aren't very attack or like battle abilities at this point. But like, she hasn't brought the team down, and she literally just proved herself by leading that whole group of people at their station. And I can tell you that more people at the station probably would have died when the Apostle disciples attacked if she didn't form the teams and battle plans. That's true. I don't think there's anything personally wrong with Sangha. I really don't understand the whole thing in this fandom, like from what I'm reading, where people either think that she's useless or doesn't contribute. She doesn't contribute in the ways that, you know, she's strong or good at battle, but that doesn't mean that you can't contribute. She contributes in other ways. Morale is a major thing. You have to keep morale up in the group, or it's done before it even began. She's extremely smart. She knows multiple languages, which we see how that's translated to the TWSA universe, and the fact that she can understand monsters. Maybe that becomes more of a thing later on too. Maybe one day she'll be able to command certain monsters, because she's able to communicate with them, or at least understand, like the demons, you know? I'm not saying she'll be able to command demons. I'm just saying, like, the fact that she's able to talk to them and understand them gives an input. Things like that. You don't always have to be physically strong and battle ready to be useful. Her knowledge of history at this point is something that has kept her going, you know, because she's able to pinpoint certain things that helps Dakja and the group in its entirety. I can't wait to see the final battle episode. It is amazing. So to add art. Oof, I'm ready for that. Add it to the list of harem of Dakja. Lol, I love how Korean history is reenacted through a fictional game. You know, I actually have learned quite a little bit from this webtoon as well, along with Korean history. I think that's my most favorite thing about reading stuff that has other cultures imbued into it, is because when you read things, you learn a little bit about their cultures as well, which makes it, to me, still very much worth it, because I love learning about the world outside of just where I live. And I guess as an American, that makes me a little bit, compared to most people, that makes me a lot different. I hate to say it, but it's kind of the truth. Not to say that there aren't other Americans who also think like that I do, because there are. I'm just saying that there's a lot of Americans, when you tell them, especially when you live in the Midwest, as I do, who will sit there and say, basically, when you say, I want to travel the world, I want to learn about different cultures, they'll say, but literally, but there's so much to do here in America. Why would you want to go anywhere else? Because, I mean, not that their cultures differentiate between states. That's true. We're a multicultural society. But, it isn't the only culture out there, and I only have such a limited time on this earth, and I want to learn about other people and other cultures. And so that's what I really find very fascinating about these kinds of webtoons and just books of fiction and other things from different countries, is you get an insight as to what their life is like, which I enjoy. And specifically with this one, what their history is like. I mean, to be fair, I'm the kind of bitch that goes on Netflix and watches, you know, documentaries about Japanese war heroes and things like that, because I find that shit interesting. I love history. Anyway, enough of that. Dakja be like, bitch, I'm gay. Does this bitch have a humiliation kink? Anyone else getting the Crown Game vibes from Tower of God, or is it just me? I mean, not exactly. This is more like an all-out fight. That is true, but I'm assuming they mean by the giant throne, then yes. Haha, they found it fast. Dakja is me when a boy likes me. Like, really? You like me? Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. I don't even know how I landed a husband, let's be for real. As you may know, my Latina ass having no clue of what the flock he's talking about. Lizzie Broke Weebs stay with the top comments. There's nothing quite as good such bad as a woman with a nasty temperament. His face definitely reflects how you should act, though. Okay, next, let's see what we got. Since I'm really bad with names, I thought at first that the guy without pants was the one who was attracted to him. Nope. This part is gonna be epic. Yeah, I agree. I'm still laughing at how Doc just seems more bothered about G1 being attracted to him than all the monsters he fought. Introverts can relate. Yes. The constellation god of ships is currently trying to figure out whom to ship Doctor with, but is still considering the Queen of Beauty. Just wait till Doctor finds out he's already a character in the story. Want. I don't think that's the case, though. Oh, I meant it as a joke. Like, in the beginning of this chapter, Doctor was wondering if he'd become a character once the part of TWSA that he's read up to has happened. So I was just making a joke about how he's already a character in this webtoon. Sorry for the confusion. I've never read the novel, so I wouldn't know. Well, Doctor just deadpan staring at Jiwoon like, bitch, you serious? He's not even dense at this point, and can just imagine messages coming up in front of him about other people developing feelings for him, and he's like, just like, nope. System. Min Ji-woon is slightly attracted to you. Doctor. Nervous sweating. Me laughing my ass off. Ha! Welcome to the club, Ji-won. I absolutely love Doctor's self-awareness. One of the reasons he's one of my favorite MCs to keep up with. Also, those panels. Blush face. Seriously? Yabba. Me too, G1. Me too. I love learning about histories through scientific fiction stories. Same. So, it became Korean history lesson. Always has been. Imagine I've learned like so much, like if the train system and stuff is how it is actually in Korea. I've learned so much about that shit. I'm ready to visit South Korea now. Let's do it. Imagine all of Doctor's Sims meet Doctor. The system wouldn't stop pinging him. Oh no. Why are you so surprised that she's attracted to you, Doctor? I have asthma, and every time I read this webtoon, it just gets worse. This is me earlier today. Me and Zachary did a, if you guys didn't know, every week we do a podcast called Otaku List. This week we went back and looked at Rosario and Vampire, and it wasn't how I remembered it as a teenager, let's put it like that. Hello, Joshua! How are you doing? But, it's kind of funny to me because, we were just joking about how bad it was, and I just started wheezing. It was bad. My brother thinks it's hilarious when I wheeze. Oh, I'm pretty good. I hope today's been a good day for you. Let's see. Sometimes in life, you just gotta look into the distance and pretend you're a melodramatic movie, you know? Might be the reason why you can't keep your job, but that's not the point here. Ooh, looks like somebody has a crush on Doctor. I know how you feel, G1. KDJ's impression of YJH is stars. Back off, G1, man. I was slightly attracted to Doctor first. These comments kill me. Seongooks. What the heck? Pantsless Mo, man. My boy be catching the ladies, if you know what I mean. I just finished reacting to the newest chapter of Omniscient Reader, and now we are going over some of the comments. My boy be catching ladies, if you know what I mean. They really said, for Narnia! And ran in there. Like, it was the best way to fight. No wonder Doctor couldn't smoky wall. Too bad they didn't mention about the fact that Min Ji-woon slapped Yu Jung-yuk in the 11th regression and survived. I hope that's not necessarily the truth, because this would be a spoiler, and you shouldn't, like, this is on the webtoon. I get that this is based off a novel, but you shouldn't be just spoiling shit like that for people. I wanna... Wow, Dacha, are these shoujo-esque panels how you picture TWSA? If you also look back to the time Jung-yuk threw you off the bridge in this manner. Oh shit. Almost furs. KDJ, with my looks, I can pull off Yu Jung-yuk's handsome face. MJW gets a crush on KDJ. Instead of YJH, KDJ. Just sweating. Just sweating. Ooh, okay, well, let's see. I have to say, this has quickly became one of my favorite webtoons I'm reading at the moment. And the artwork in this is really good as well. And just the different character designs. Just everything about it. And also just like, look how pretty this is. Look how detailed and beautiful that is. I love all the characters. I don't know why people give her such a horrible time. Just because she hasn't been as strong as the others. I also haven't seen her the most. And it goes without saying, because Doctor knew her before before TWSA started, that he may be a little bit more protective of her. And also she was kind of hinted as someone that maybe Doctor had a crush on. So, or at least thought she was very beautiful. So it could just be a very like protective kind of manner. And that's why we haven't seen too much of her yet. I think we are definitely going to see more of her. I haven't read the novel, so I don't know what's going to happen. And please don't spoil it. There's nothing more annoying than someone who's read the manga or read the novel just spoiling shit for no reason. We're gonna look at all these new characters too. It's about time we got some more people introduced to us. I love this. You can obviously tell she's crushing on him. Character G1, man, is slightly attracted to you. Hold on, let's go back up and take a look at. Like, look at this. This is gorgeous. This is probably gonna be one of my thumbnail pictures. Because it's so pretty. Ooh. Anyway. And like, look at this. Just all of these are just super pretty. And we're also getting to see a little bit more of what he meant at the beginning, where he was basically saying that people become more like slaves to some of their constellations, especially if they're really in tune, because it seems like these people are more living out what their constellations once rather than their own life now. So we're really starting to see it. The more in tune you are, the more like a slave to your constellation you become, whether it's willingly or unwillingly. And I think maybe Doc just said something like that to begin with. And like what they were saying about Sangha, like especially like this kind of stuff right here, it makes perfect sense that, you know, he would bring her along for this because she knows history. So it would be easy for her to pinpoint things. She's like the perfect person to have along at this point. Also this, them running together. Look at the detail in this one. I really love webtoons that make it a point. Like, it's okay, you know, like, I like the detail here, but, you know, they're running on a road. There's no real detail in the background. So, that's one thing. And it's okay to have panels like this every once in a while, but there are some webtoons that will just, all you'll see is just, oh, there'll be a car here, the sky will be blue, and that's it, and then you got the people here. And the creator took their time to make sure that you truly understand they're in the middle of a city right now. Or like, even like, this is more of a flashback, but still, like, you see they're in the subway right here. You can quite clearly tell that they're underground or inside. And like, look at this one. Look at just all the detail in the background. I really love webtoons that do that. Because to me, it looks like the creator took care of the story. Oh, this is actually a really cool panel too. Look at that. I'm going back and looking at some of these panels because I didn't really talk about the artwork a whole lot today. Normally I'll stop and admire it, but I'm like right now just wanting to see the story so much and how it's playing out that I forget to look at it. So I'm just going back and taking another look at the artwork. And like I was saying the other day too, if you read Solo Leveling, if you like Solo Leveling, you're gonna like this. It's got kind of, not necessarily, but like the same build up with the main character becoming stronger and stronger, and I'm sure he's gonna be OP as fuck once he gets to a specific point. But unlike the character in Solo Leveling, Sung Jin Woo, Doc just seems to actually care about the group he's a part of, his main group. Not the extras, but his main group. So he's really wanting to... Also, look at this. This is badass, too. The Dokubai. Look at that. Just all the detail. It's so pretty. This is what they were saying in the comments. The guy was like, is this giving you Crown Game vibes? And I can see where they're coming from that. If Tower God were redrawn to have the same kind of artwork it does today, I could see this happening, you know? The throne it's really pretty. All of this is just gorgeous. Like, look at this. I know I'm hitting on this a lot, but just look at all this detail. It's really, like, I really appreciate the detail and the shading and just everything about it, this creator or whoever does the artwork for this. They do a really good job. It's very pretty. And just like, I'm looking to see how many where we get those blank panels. Like, where it's just the people. Here's one. We saw one earlier. But for the most part, there isn't a lot of those kinds of panels in here. This one I'll let slip by because it's, you know, showing off of her crush. Here we go. Look at his face. That's me. Like, when people say they're attracted to me, that's the face I make. But why? But why, though? Okay. Well, anyway. That's it for today. I know it was a shorter chapter than usual, but, you know, we get what we get. I ain't gonna be too picky about it. I appreciate everybody who stopped by and read along with me. If you're watching this here on Twitch and you haven't already followed, please do so. If you see this later on YouTube, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys all Friday for some Eleceed. Bye-bye!